The movie starts with Chase trying to escape from the zombies behind him. To escape the zombies, he runs into a gate and closes it, so that the zombies can stay on the other side. But unfortunately, there were two zombies on this side of the gate, who were behind him. A police officer who had become a zombie first attacks Chase. But Chase, showing courage here, loots his gun from him, shoots him and kills him. But the Joker zombie here was already behind him. He dropped him and climbed on top of him, and it became difficult for Chase to escape from the zombies. Meanwhile, the other zombies also broke the gate, and started coming in. And before all of them together bite Chase, the scene is cut here, and we are shown the scene from a few days ago, where we found out that Chase is a reporter. His camera woman was Jordan too, and these people were making reports on the new pandemic that spread in the city, because of which a lot of people started turning into zombies. It is known that there have been many such pandemics in this country before, because of which a lot of people become zombies. And to keep them normal humans, a medicine called Zombrex has also been invented. And those who get infected with that virus, they have to take this medicine every day to become normal humans. Here Chase tries to interview a girl named Crystal, but she leaves in anger. Now Chase secretly goes to medical camps and starts reporting, where infected people were being injected with the same Zombrex medicine. Because he entered secretly, the same camera woman Jordan was not with him. She was reporting outside, where she noticed that a man outside turned into a zombie in front of her eyes. And where Chase was inside the camp, it is also seen that despite injecting Zombrex medicine, people were turning into zombies. One by one present in the camp, everyone had turned into zombies, and the same was the case outside the camp. And now to escape these zombies, the remaining humans were running to save their lives. Jordan also goes and sits in her car quickly, and starts waiting for Chase. But in the meantime, a zombie followed her, and she had to leave here to save her life. When Chase came out, his car was not outside. He sees that Crystal was fighting the zombies alone. He also joined her, because as long as they were together, they could have survived by fighting the zombies for a long time. While running, a zombie grabbed Chase's leg. Crystal did not fall behind to save him, but she kept running to save her life. And here Chase himself killed this zombie and saved his life. While running, they come to the other side of the gate, where they meet a woman. That woman was in shock, because she had just killed her own daughter. Because her daughter had turned into a zombie, the gang forcefully puts that woman in their car and leave from here. Sitting in the car, Chase calls one of his anchors, who broadcasts his call on the live news channel. Chase tells him that now, Zombrex medicine is not working on infected people. Infected people are turning into zombies very quickly. The car was being driven by the same woman, who was also in shock. Because of this, the car crashes and Crystal quickly gets down, and goes to a shop to save her life and locks her from inside. Now Chase and the girl sitting next to him, whose name is Maggie, also come to Crystal, and request her to open the door, so that she can also escape from the zombies. But Crystal was not ready to open the door. After all, that time comes, when the zombies were very close to them and they just could die. Then Crystal finally opens their door. After going to the store of the shop, they start making weapons from the things lying here, with the help of which they can fight the zombies. Here Jordan, who was Chase's camera woman, was moving from the quarantine zone to the safe zone. Before she crosses the border, the officers announce that the virus has become more dangerous. Now this is also spreading through the air, and no person living in the quarantine zone is allowed to come here. But before the announcement was over, Jordan had crossed the border. The officer tells her to go back, but Jordan was not ready to go back. In the meantime, before the border closes, another family also crosses the border, whom the officers kill. And Jordan makes a video of all these things on her mobile. In the meantime, she got a call from Chase. And during this call, the officers pick her up and take her to a mini quarantine room. As soon as she went there, She told Chase that the army is killing people here. And now the borders have been closed to get out of the quarantine zone. After hearing this, he was completely shocked. He also told the other two girls standing with him that they're badly stuck here. He had only one way to escape, that he tells the truth to everyone again. He calls the news channel again and tells everyone live that the police are lying to everyone. You are being lied to. We are still in the quarantine zone and we are absolutely fine. We are not zombies and it is a lie that the virus is spreading in the air. He hoped that now they would open the gate of the quarantine zone. But the government couldn't decide just because he said so. Here Chase also finds out that Crystal, with whom he was stuck here, was already infected. And to stay normal, she took Zombrex. Thinking this, he started getting scared. Because as we saw earlier, Zombrex was no longer working on zombies. Crystal, here, injects herself with Zombrex in front of him. And the surprising thing was that it was working on her. He calls Jordan and tells her. And Jordan says, Crystal, you have a lot of evidence. You use it so that you can get out of there. Here, Jordan, who was kept in a small quarantine zone, after testing her, they also released her. Now, the lies that the government had spread that the virus has become more dangerous, that it is making people zombies in the air, and that Zombrex is not affecting anyone, all this was a lie. She tells all these things to the head doctor here. But the head doctor was asking for evidence from her. During these talks, Jordan sees that the US military has come here to take control of everything. The military in charge gives the order to bomb the quarantine zone in the next 24 hours. So that all the people there die and the virus ends. On the other hand, we are shown Chase, who tries to talk to Crystal. He asks Crystal, how is Zombrex working on you? In response, Crystal says that the Zombrex she is using is not from the government. She takes Zombrex from a private company. Maybe that's why it's working. But the sad thing was that she had only one Zombrex left. And if she wanted to stay normal, she had to leave this place within a day and buy the rest of the Zombrex. Now they were worried about the fact that through TV news, they found out that the quarantine zone, in which they're stuck, will be destroyed in the next 24 hours. This was the problem, that some gangsters also came here to harass people. Those gangsters came to this store to pick up some things from here. To escape from them, the three of them hid. This gangster was about to leave after searching here. Suddenly he sees a weapon made by Crystal, which he had made to save himself from the zombies. He picked up this weapon, and now he also found out that there are people inside. As soon as he found these three and reached them, Crystal pointed a gun at him as soon as he saw him. And it was as if he was blown away. Was this gangster scaring them? Here Crystal scares the gangster, and takes all his weapons and sends him away. After going out, this gangster did not tell anyone about these people, because he himself was the leader of everyone. When he comes out, a couple sees these gangsters. They have not yet been infected with the virus. They ask for help so that these people can somehow get them out of the way. But these people don't treat them well. They kill the husband and start misbehaving with that woman. The woman runs away to escape from them. So many zombies hunted and killed her. Here we see that Crystal had also gone out to find more Zombrex. Her other companion also follows her. Now Chase also had the option to help both of them, so that they could help him. He calls Jordan and tells her to find out where there are Zombrex suppliers in the town, so that he can take the zombies from there and give them to Crystal, and then can get help from her. He makes a weapon for himself so that he can kill the zombies in front of him and get out. When he came out, he faced a huge number of zombies. These zombies were so many that he could not kill them all. The only option he had was to throw his heavy weapon and speed up to save his life. To save his life, he runs into a gate and closes it. This is the same scene that we saw at the start of the movie. After locking all these zombies, he faced a police officer. He killed him while taking his gun. But now he was not able to escape from this Joker. And all the other zombies had also opened the door and chased him. Before they could kill him, a car quickly hit this Joker. And taking advantage of the opportunity, Chase quickly gets up. This car was brought by Crystal to save him. Chase also got into her car. Now while sitting in the car, Chase also got the location of the Zombrex supplier, which was stolen by Jordan. These three quickly reached that location. Here the Zombrex were kept in a very large quantity. But this did not help them because it was a government supply, which was not affecting the zombies. We see that Crystal's other companion opens a room here. In this room, many small children have now become zombies. She sees a little girl here, whom she hugs as her daughter. And in this way, all of them bite her. Now Chase gets a call from Jordan again. And Jordan tells Chase that if there is a government supply here, then somehow you prove that all the damage is in these Zombrex. They are in this medicine. That virus did not mutate. That virus was not too dangerous. Only after proving this, you will be able to get out of here. The same thing is also said by Chase to Crystal. He says that if you help me, then your life will be saved. Look, you are already infected. If you put this government Zombrex, then it will benefit both of us. If you turn into a zombie, then it will be proved that this supply is bad. And then you put your own Zombrex, with which you will become a normal person again. Chase says that I will record everything and make it viral. And in this way, our chances of survival will increase a lot. This time Crystal also agreed. And that's why, according to Chase, she injected this government Zombrex into herself first. As soon as it was injected, she started to turn into a terrible zombie. And before she lost all her control, she started putting on another Zombrex. But this Zombrex fell from her hand. And now she turns into a zombie. But soon Chase picks up the Zombrex from the private company, and puts it on her, with which she becomes a normal person again. They had the proof. Chase wanted to come and send it quickly. But he saw that where he was now, a lot of zombies had come. These zombies were not released by anyone else, but by their companions. To escape these zombies, they got stuck on a high crane, where if they went behind, there were zombies behind. And if they jumped down, then down too. While sitting here, Chase made that video public. As soon as he saw it, that video went viral. And now everyone started asking this question. Is this virus really spread by the government? Despite making this video viral, Crystal and Chase had no hope of escaping. Those people were just waiting for the death. Suddenly they heard a lot of bikes. It was the same biker gang whose leader they had met before. Here that zombie room was also made by these gangsters. And now a zombie attacks a gang of these gangsters and kills him. Seeing this, these gangsters do not remain silent, and shooting all the zombies with their weapons. These people reach Chase and Crystal. By injuring Chase's head, they made Chase unconscious, and picked up Crystal. When he came to his senses, he saw that he was tied up in a crane. And zombies were rushing towards him to eat him. The gangsters were sitting and seeing this all with great immersion, as if they had done it on purpose. Now before these zombies eat him, he shows courage, and also succeeds in getting himself released. To save himself, he quickly ran away from here. While on the other side, these zombies ate the same gangster, who had created all this drama. Here the military officers also found out that Jordan has a link with the media. When Jordan asks him about that Zombrex, which was being fed to us, these people say that we don't know any issue about it. We have sent a team there. They will check and tell us what is the problem with that supply. Now to find out about this, when Jordan calls Chase, then he tells her that no military team has come here. And with this, Jordan starts doubting the officer. Here Jordan also told Chase that the border has been opened because of the news shown by her. And now people are able to come from the quarantine zone to the safe zone. Hearing this, Chase disconnects the phone. And now he goes to the room attracting a lot of zombies behind him, where all these gangsters took Crystal. He came here to save Crystal. Here a gangster who was trying to defeat Crystal with all his strength. Crystal shoots him with the gun she had, and then by kicking each other, escapes and immediately reaches Chase. Both of them leave here to escape. This is when it is shown that now their zombies had attacked those gangsters. And now both of them take the bike of these gangsters. Here the military officer does a press conference, and tells people that the first Zombrex has stopped affecting people. That's why they have prepared a new medicine. This is a device that will be injected into the zombie's body. And in this way, they will remain normal people, and they will not need to inject Zombrex every day. Here at the press conference place, the senior doctor comes and tells Jordan that what is happening is wrong. You were right, the virus did not mutate. In fact, they have done something wrong. Because where the supplies of Zombrex are kept, the soldiers have not reached there yet. And neither did they check those supplies. And when the military came here, they already had these chips. They have not made it. This means that they had already planned this. Now she could not tell this to everyone until she had evidence. To collect evidence, she goes to meet the military officer, and starts recording all this quietly. Who knows? The officer also knows. The officer answered all the questions without suspecting Jordan. And that too absolutely right. She goes to tell everything to the doctor. But then she notices that the soldiers were looking for her behind. She found out that the military officer had observed her. And now they were trying to catch her and kill her. Before dying, she records a video, and tells the truth to Chase. After that, the video that she had made of the military officer. And by putting this video on Chase to send, she puts it in her mobile newspaper vending machine. And then the soldiers catch her and take her away from here. Here Chase and Crystal had also reached the quarantine zone wall, on the other side of which they had to go to the safe zone. But that gangster who had survived, he was behind them with a lot of zombies. He first throws smoke all over the place, so that the army did not see anything. And then he throws a time bomb there, so that these people can be destroyed. And along with that, some zombies go into the safe zone. Chase and Crystal, who had seen this thing, they try to stop this gangster, but they could not succeed, because he had now thrown the time bomb in the safe zone. Chase quickly crosses that wall, and then he picks up that bomb, and throws it back to the other side. The bomb that went and fell near the same gangster. As soon as the bomb was blasted, the gangster turned into pieces. These people came to the safe zone, where they were tested as soon as they arrived. Chase was not infected while Crystal was infected. That's why that chip was put in her body, which was named Zombrex. As soon as Chase turns on his mobile, he gets a lot of Jordan calls. As soon as he called her, her phone was ringing in the newspaper vending machine, which she picked up, with the help of which he got all the evidence. And he also found out what story was going on here. But now he could not do anything, because the military plan had succeeded. Many people had put Zombrex devices inside them, because of which the military was going to keep an eye on people all the time. This was their Project Watchtower, which they had completed, that too without anyone knowing.